Hi, boys and girls. All right, today we're going to be looking at 5.10, but today we're actually going to be doing the 5.10 that is in our book. We're doing multiples and equal groups. So as always, we always start with our mental math. So I want you to use your one of your strategies, your helper fact strategies, to solve the bottom number. How could you use this helper fact 10 times 8 to help you solve 9 times 8? Same thing here. How could you use your helper fact of 2 times 7 to help you solve 4 times 7? So show your thinking and write down your answer. Then this is going to be what I'm going to be modeling for your math message. I'm going to come back and model this, and this is going to be using those equal groups and multiples. So this says there are 10 children on Maurice's baseball team. The coach gives each child 2 granola bars from a package of 24 bars. The coach gets the leftover granola bars. How many granola bars does Maurice's coach get? What do you need to find out? So this is just like what we did with our work yesterday, where you had to figure out, what do you notice? That's right here. What do you need to find out? So what do you notice here? Okay, then it wants you to solve it here in words and in pictures. Okay, or pictures. So show how you would solve it. I'm going to then explain what I would do. We could both have different strategies and come up with the same answer. So I'm interested in seeing what you guys think here first. Because today we're going to solve a division number story and explain how you solved using the FACE strategy. So here you can use the FACE strategy from what you remember, or you can just work it out and solve it. And then I will show you how I would use the FACE strategy to solve it. This is part of our computation. Again, we are wanting to become fluent, and we want to be able to explain our thinking and show the connection between multiplication and division. So today we're going to be reviewing multi-step number stories. I'm going to model how to solve the math message. We're going to work together to talk about how we're going to understand the question you guys are going to have to solve. Then we're going to talk about how we can solve it using different materials. Then you're going to go through and use the FACE strategy to actually explain what you did to solve the problem, and then reflect. And there's an extension for you to do if you would like at the end. So today, it is going to be division number story, but there might be other steps that you have to use as well. So you might have to add or subtract or multiply or divide. So make sure you're looking for those clue words. Okay, I would also make sure you are planning this out, thinking of a strategy that you're going to use to actually make sure you solved it correctly, right? Don't just guess or just start writing your answer. You need to be able to show your thinking. Okay, this is something that I'm noticing, that a lot of us want to just get done with things and not take the time to use the strategies we've learned. So today, though, there is going to be a division portion of this question. So you can use like your fact families and know, like, if you know the multiplication, you then know the division. You could make an array. You could do your skip counting, like on a number line. And this is what I see a lot of you do is you could draw your circles, right, to show your sharing. And you could even do the repeated subtraction, okay, where you can show it that way. Our new math vocabulary is a remainder. Okay, we've talked about it before, but this is something that we might have forgotten. So a remainder means that there are pieces that are extra. Think about like the odd number, right? When you had even numbers, you had the number 4, right? You had 2 and 2, okay? But then if you had the number 3, right, you had 2 and 1. You had that remainder, that leftover, that extra piece. Well, you can have the same thing when you're sharing with a division, right? It happens when the number doesn't have enough to make another equal group. Okay, there is an extra piece. So you might need to know that for today's lesson. Hint, hint. Okay, I'm going to go and pause here, and then I'm going to come back and show how I would have solved the math message.